Hello everybody, we are on our lunch break, so we're going to go ahead and try to do a pull. I have like 15 minutes to get that done. I did one earlier for the energy of the week. Yes, I know my chair is loud, but this one is going to be just the energy for today, which is a Monday. I'm trying to remember to look over here, not over here myself, but over here. It's weird. We'll do our Soul Symphony deck, which has become quite a favorite of mine. Goes out. I have these cards, which I have not put out in a very long time. These are my chakra oracle. And let's see. We're gonna do the tattoo tarot because I love the tattoo tarot. I'm just gonna hate having to get to them. Right. Because I, at this point, need a whole new shelf just to hold my anything related to my tarot. So let's keep it short and sweet. We'll see how that goes. So we're going to start with our chakra wisdom oracle cards, which does not come with the book. And I was not able to find a guidebook that didn't cost $1,000 to buy. Not 1,000, but you know. Get these out of the way. Hope you're having a beautiful Monday. A beautiful start to the week. Five cards came out with this chakra. This chakra. And we have guilt. We have release. We have trickery. We have quest. And a renewal. So just out the gate, there is someone or a feeling that someone feels guilty about something that they need to let go of. I feel like there was something where someone tried to make you feel some kind of way about something. Like they tricked you into feeling like you should feel bad about whatever happened and you really should not. They were on this mission to get something that they wanted. And in order to do that, they had to trick you. To make you feel like there were things you had to do because you were obligated to do it, right? You have to let that shit go because you don't have to. You don't have to. It's like the pure fact that it was a trick is disgusting. So when you do let that go, there's going to be this sense of renewal, of a new energy, of feeling better about yourself, of taking time for you to realize that you probably aren't the person who did anything wrong. And whoever or whatever made you feel that way, let it go. Start over. Do something different. Do something better. Ooh. All right. On the bottom of the deck there was discovery. So that could also be that once you realize that it wasn't your fault, you're going to start to feel about yourself is that you are actually a good person. And whatever that was that had you feeling that little stankin' ass energy was not for you. And you got to bring it back to your heart center. Don't let somebody play with your feelings, your heart, your emotions, your mind. What you know was not right does not have to be your story. Going to our Soul Symphony deck. I'm going to take that because it wants to come out. Heartstrings. See? Mind games. Somebody had you feeling guilty about something, taking advantage of you because they used what they know is you. Like you are someone who loves, who trusts, who gives, who accepts, doesn't demand. So they knew that they could do that and they tricked you into that. Whatever happened, they tricked you. And I don't like that. It's a Monday. Why we gotta start off like that though? I mean, shot out the deck. Here we go. It's that fall. Something around fall may have happened where you were strung along, or maybe you found out in the fall about this trickery, and then you have to go on this quest. And it could have been that something happened in the summertime that made you realize in the fall that you don't have to do this shit. Fucking mind games. You could be a Taurus, you could be a Virgo, you could be a Capricorn, you could just be an earth sign. You could have earth tendencies. You could be someone who's very nurturing, very loving, very motherly, very maternal. I'm gonna do one more. It came in and went back out. Well, it came out and back in, but it's this card. Butterflies. Now, butterflies on here, it says devotion, can't stop smiling, happiness, and feeling complete. I always take butterflies as a transformation, a change, and it is one of my favorite little thingies. I love butterflies and dragons. But this butterfly, when I think of that, I also think of renewal, right? So butterflies they change, they go through the metamorphosis. Is it metamorphosizing? They don't do they? Is it metamorphosis? You know how when butterflies go from like a worm to a butterfly, a caterpillar, my bad. Yeah, so even though that one says devotion and can't stop smiling, feeling complete. We'll take it. And the bottom of the deck is a gift. So this could be, you are maybe not expecting it, but you might actually get a surprise that someone is thinking about you and says, let me show that I'm thinking about them by giving them something unexpected. Something as simple as a phone call. Something as simple as a little card to say, hey, thinking about you, hope you're doing all right. It could be a glass of wine. It could be a dinner date. It could be something you're not expecting. Trying to make it short and I get to talking. I'm going to have to stop doing that. Stop doing that. Let's get on to our tattoo tarot. I'm going to take that because he's trying to come out. It's your 8 of Pentacles. We know that is where you're working on something, working on your craft, perfecting it, making it like you have been learning. She has the books at the side, so she's been reading on how to make her craft perfect. She is devoted and very studious right now. We're getting some shit done. Focused. We have the Hangman energy. There's something that although you're devoted to doing and making better, there's something that has you needing to look at something differently, not seeing something the same as it was. And that could be what your quest is. While you're working on this craft or this coming up or perfection of whatever this is on your money, you have to look at something that you might have to incorporate something to make it better. I don't know why better was the word, but to clarify the Hangman, it's the sun. I love that. Making it better. That's real cute. I love that. So yeah. So you on the quest to perfect your craft or your passion. When you take that step to do something different that you haven't been doing before, it's going to come out really good. The sun is always good news. And then, come on now. Ace of Wands. There's a movement that comes in that is going to guarantee your success. So if you're thinking, hey, I want to move on to bigger and better, see that big city on top of her head? It might look like it's behind her, but to me, it's on her head. That's something that she's been thinking about. Maybe you want to move to a bigger city or a bigger house. It's going to be given to you. No, not given because you're working for it. It's going to be successful. Page of Cups, which is cute. It's a cute little koi fish. But the page is also always, not always, but it's a symbol of a very small movement of emotion Or you might have to keep, because you had your heartstrings toyed with earlier in the beginning, you might have to make sure that you're moving real cautious with your emotions in your heart, because now you're in this phase of like, you're not going to let it happen again. Sheesh. Yep. Queen of Swords. You are not playing any more games. You are serious about your shit. And it's because that lesson that you had to learn to bring you here to this renewal is going to demand that you are someone who doesn't play games. You're going to say what you want to say, and now you have to, you're not going to trust as easy when it comes to people's words because you were tricked into this thing of guilt and doing shit that you didn't have to, that trickery. So yeah, keep that Queen of Swords energy for a while. Letting people play with their top is dangerous business. And that's what it was. It was something or someone trying to keep a hold on you. And they had just in the Four of Swords energy where you weren't able to actually, you weren't able to actually put out what you were thinking was supposed to be put out. So because you were made to believe that you didn't have to, or that you had to, when it came to that guilt card, like it's like she was constantly doing work, right? Because someone made it feel like she had to. That's someone in the back. While the person in the back is just like not doing shit. Like he's or she is like drunk and just almost passed out while you're doing all the work over there. And that could have been what put you in this energy, because they had you bound to this, whatever that feeling was. And so that's the Seven of Wands is like, it kept trying to break your heart. Like, see the wands that kept going through the heart, they did not penetrate it because that one strong wand at the top the heart is holding fought them off. And that's when you became in that Queen of Swords energy, because you had to realize that you don't have to take that shit. Alright, I'm almost out of time, y'all. And you are an Emperor. I love that for you. So that's cute. So even with all the shit that's going on in the beginning, in the end you come out this big, super duper unfuckwittable energy, and I love that for you. Clarifying your Emperor is the Queen of Wands, who gets shits done, who gets everything that she wants because she moves, she is intentional, or he gets shit done. So the Emperor is very, 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 very action motivated. Shit gets done. Bottom of the deck to end it all out is your King of Cups. So when your heart was doing all that fighting here and getting shit to leave you alone, in the end, you're going to have this. I love that. Your heart is going to be full, and it's because you're going to get back to yourself. You're going to discover that you didn't have to have anybody else to make you feel some kind of way, because it was always within you. Work on your own shit and get your shit pretty for the next go round, you know? And the next go round could just be you working on your own. I don't know why I have to keep emphasizing that. I just always feel like in the readings lately, we don't have to depend on anybody else to make us happy. It can be just you, because she's doing all this by herself. It's not always the funnest thing, but sometimes it's the most required thing. All right, so that's the energy for Monday. So if you were going through something that had you feeling like you couldn't get out of it, or it was just terrible and you were feeling guilty if you did decide to get out of that situation, don't feel guilty. Release that shit. Go fix your shit. Work on your shit. Get your shit. Because it's Monday. Shit. Alright, y'all. I will attempt to edit this so I can put it up before the end of the day. My day is almost over. Thank you, Lord. This is definitely a Monday at work. Anyway, thank you for coming by. Know that you are loved.